Don't look over here and breathe on me.
I'll come back tomorrow. Thank you.
We got some beach spring.
He needs some bourbon.
We got that.
Tell you what, so I won't wear you out. Mom and I will switch back and forth. I'll know what you're going to have first of all. Unfinished, second reading, ordinance 2022 ordinance amending Glasgow ordinance number 484, municipal water works commission of the city of Glasgow, allowing the Glasgow Water Company board of directors to employ their own attorney.
City of Glasgow, ordinance number 2022-blank, an ordinance amending Glasgow ordinance number 484, Municipal Waterworks Commission of the City of Glasgow, Kentucky, allowing the Glasgow Water Company Board of Directors to employ their own attorney. Whereas under current city ordinance number 484, passed and approved in 1937, an ordinance creating a Municipal Waterworks Commission of the City of Glasgow, Kentucky, and delegating to such commission supervision, management, and control of the municipal waterworks system. And whereas Section 4 states it shall be the duty of the city attorney to represent the Waterworks Commission in any matters that might require his services, and he shall be paid a fair compensation for any services rendered. And now therefore be it hereby ordained by the City of Glasgow, Kentucky as follows. Section number 1, under current city ordinance number 484, attached as Exhibit A, the city attorney has the duty to represent the Glasgow Water and Sewer Commission, GWC, in legal matters. The Glasgow Water and Sewer Commission compensates the city attorney for services completed on their behalf. Section number 2, due to the increasing complexity of regulations within the industry, a motion was made and unanimously approved at GWC's regular scheduled July 2022 board meeting to respectfully request that the Glasgow City Council amend the current ordinance number 484 and allow the GWC Board of Directors to employ their own attorney. The letter from GWC is attached as Exhibit B. And Section number 3, Section 4 of Ordinance number 484 is hereby amended, giving Glasgow Water and Sewer Commission the authority to employ their own attorney for services completed on their behalf. Section number 4, the Mayor of Glasgow is empowered and directed to complete any documents on behalf of the City of Glasgow, Kentucky, necessary to implement this action. Section number 5, this ordinance shall take effect upon its passage and publication according to law. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attest Mona Simmons, City Clerk. First reading November 14, 2022. Second reading December 12, 2022.
Make a motion.
Motion. By Councilman Patrick, the second by Councilman Neal. This being the second reading, can we get a roll call vote, please?
Kirkpatrick,
Yes, ma'am.
Lowry,
Yes.
Neal, Norris,
Yes.
Trigg,
Yes.
Witcher,
Yes.
Benel,
Yes.
Gaunt,
Yes, ma'am.
Honeycutt.
Yes.
City of Glasgow ordinance number 2022-blank, amending ordinance number 2003-2459 and 36.089 to reflect changes in KRS 91A.390, permitting local governments to require payment of transient room taxes from brokers and facilitators. Whereas the Barron County Fiscal Court and Glasgow City Council previously enacted ordinance number 2003-2459 and 36.089 levying a transient room tax. Whereas the General Assembly has amended KRS 91A.390 to permit local governments to require payment of transient room taxes from brokers or facilitators. Now therefore be it hereby ordained by the Barron County Fiscal Court and Glasgow City Council that ordinance number 2003-2459 and 36.089 is hereby amended as follows. A, the Marion County Fiscal Court and Glasgow City Council has levied a transient room tax of 3% of the gross rental income on the rent for every occupancy of a suite, rooms, cabins, lodgings, campsites, or other accommodations charged by any hotel, motel, inn, tourist camp, cabin, campgrounds, recreational vehicle, parks, or any other place in which accommodations are regularly furnished to transients for consideration or by any person that facilitates the rental of the accommodations by brokering, coordinating, or in any other way arranging for the rental of the accommodations in Marion County, Kentucky, to be collected by such persons, companies, and corporations on behalf of the treasurer. The tax levied herein shall be deemed collectible from and enforceable against the owner of the property in question and/or the third-party broker or facilitator. B, all entities or persons subject to the transient room tax levied herein must on or before the 20th day of the month following close file a return with the treasurer of the City of Glasgow or designated agent of the fiscal court, setting forth the aggregate amount of the gross rental charges during the preceding calendar month for every occupancy of a suite, room, or rooms, together with such pertinent information as the treasurer or designated agent may require. Such information shall be of a confidential nature and be open to inspection by the public, but shall be for the use and benefit of the designated agents of the Glasgow City Council and Marion County Fiscal Court of the Treasurer only. All other aspects of the existing ordinances not in conflict herewith shall remain in full force and effect. D, this ordinance shall be in full force from and after its proper passage and publication as required by law. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attests Mona Simmons, City Clerk. First reading, November 22nd, 2022. Second reading, December 12th, 2022. I want to go back. I don't think I said C. I'm going to go back and read that one again. C, all other aspects of the existing ordinance not in conflict herewith shall remain in full force and effect.
Having heard the second reading, do I have a motion to accept?
Motion by Benel.
Got a motion by Councilmember Dale. Second Norris. Second by Councilmember Norris. Being the second reading, could I get a roll call vote, please?
Lowry,
Yes.
Kirkpatrick,
Yes, ma'am.
Honeycutt,
Yes.
Gons, Benel,
Yes.
Witcher, Trigg, Norris,
Yes.
Neal.
Second reading passes. Next item is municipal order 2022 on the order of the mayor and Gibson hereby reappointed to serve as a member of the housing authority of Glasgow Board of Commissioners.
City of Glasgow Municipal Order Number 2022-blank, on order of the Mayor, Danny Gibson, is hereby reappointed to serve as a member of the Housing Authority of Glasgow Board of Commissioners. This appointment shall be a 4-year term expiring December 31st, 2026. This appointment is subject to the approval of the Glasgow City Council this 12th day of December 2022. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attests Mona Simmons, City Clerk.
Motion, Norris. Have a motion by Councilmember Norris. Witcher. Second by Councilmember Witcher. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. He's been reappointed. Next item is municipal order 2022 on the order of Mayor Becky Berry, hereby reappointed to serve as a member of the Renaissance Steering Committee.
City of Glasgow Municipal Order Number 2022-blank, on order of the Mayor, Becky Barrick, is hereby reappointed to serve as a member of the Renaissance Steering Committee. This appointment shall be a 2-year term expiring December 31st, 2024. This appointment is subject to the approval of the Glasgow City Council this 12th day of December 2022. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attests Mona Simmons, City Clerk.
Motion Kirkpatrick.
Motion from Councilmember Patrick, second from Councilmember Neal. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, like sign. This order passes. Next item,
Mayor Armstrong, before you read that, I'll recuse myself.
just to verify, Councilmember Neal has a blood relationship to this next person. On the order, municipal order number 2022, order of Mayor Bobby Dale is hereby appointed to Glasgow Area.
City of Glasgow Municipal Order Number 2022-blank, on order of the Mayor, Bobby Benell is hereby appointed to the Glasgow Airport Board, fulfilling the unexpired seat of Fred Miller, expiring March 31st, 2025. This appointment is subject to the approval of the Glasgow City Council this 12th day of December 2022. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attests Mona Simmons, City Clerk.
And you've heard this municipal order, I have a motion by Councilmember Trigg, second by Councilmember Lowry. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Mr. Benell is hereby appointed. The next item is new business resolution 2022, a resolution authorizing the mayor to finalize a transaction as to the option to purchase property agreement with Marion County Public Properties Corporation.
I told him his brother didn't make it.
That's what he told me when he was 4 years old.
City of Glasgow Resolution Number 2022-blank, a resolution authorizing the mayor to finalize the transaction as to the option to purchase property agreement with Barron County Public Properties Corporation. Whereas the City of Glasgow owns property in the city that has become essential to complete the project of a new judicial center. And now therefore be it hereby resolved by the City of Glasgow, Kentucky, that the Glasgow City Council does hereby agree to Section Number 1, accept the appraisal value and proposal from Barron County Public Properties Corporation, reference Resolution Number 2022-2541. Section Number 2, after a new survey was performed, the total of property to be conveyed is 3.14 acres as identified in attached survey Exhibit A. A, tract number 1 is 0.87 acres. Appraisal value is $160,000. B, tract number 2 is 1.07 acres. Appraisal value is $300,000. C, tract number 3 is 1.20 acres. Appraisal value is $210,000. Section number 3, this sale is based on a certified appraisal prepared by Murphy, Napier and Company as being of current value of $670,000. Section number 4, this sale shall also include A, the areas encompassing Water Street from the corner of tract number 3 and ending at its intersection with Ford Drive. B, the 20 feet wide alley running alongside tract number 1, and C, portions of Ford Street, which that needs to be Ford Drive, running alongside tract number 1 and tract number 2 between West Main Street and West Front Street, which is highlighted in orange on Exhibit A attached hereto, which the city agrees to close pursuant to KRS 82.405 as part of this real estate transaction once the Barron County Properties Corporation becomes record owner of tract number 1, tract number 2, and tract number 3. Therefore, on behalf of the city, Mayor of the City of Glasgow is authorized and directed to finalize and sign any and all documents necessary for the closing sale of this property to the Marion County Public Properties Corporation, and the city clerk is authorized and directed to attest such signature. So adopted this 12th day of December 2022. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attest Mona Simmons, City Clerk.
Motion by Manel.
Hey, can I ask a question? This map here that's shaded, and I may be looking, but it does not match up what we voted on earlier. There was a sliver of land, she's got it on her phone there.
That's the highway. I mean.
Right here?
Yeah, that's the street.
The lot
No.
adjacent to where.
Right here's the street, and then right behind there was a lot. There was a sliver of land right there that we got this, and we got that. That does not match up with what we voted on previous. Now, some may have got a little antique coloring, but the street is the street there. I see what you're saying there.
Yeah, we're giving up that
This
street.
was provided to us by the attorney for the
Yeah.
Marion County Public Properties Corporation.
Okay. I'm just saying that's not what we agreed on when they were here.
That's what the survey came back
Right.
after we did the resolution. I don't know, I don't have a copy of the other
Hey,
plan.
you want to look at it? We got a copy here. Anybody want to see
Was
it?
that after the
No,
survey?
that was the meeting we had where they put it up on the,
Prior to the survey, one track matches the 1.07. The 1.2 acre tract was originally 1.1, but I think this is the .87 tract. That was originally .67. On the lot adjacent to where the garbage trucks were parked, there was a small piece of green space adjacent to the road. That
There's
wasn't
the
included.
original plan. I'll pass it down and look it in, see if it compares to this.
On page 1, it says section number 2, after a new survey. So it lists on the first part that you read. So apparently,
We're not even talking about what we did vote on. This
So
is
that's
up.
what we voted on before, does that not match up?
So let's just talk about this. So this should be what we, this is what we're not saying. Now, but look, this is a mirror image of this. That's not what I'm saying. One of them is like, looking in a mirror. It's the same, look at it. Okay, that's what I mean, adjustment is the same. But there's .3 difference. It's .3 difference. Yes. You see right there, that's what they put up on the thing. We are keeping that. All this across the road. I thought this was the county. Let me just show you real quick. So this is the road. It's supposed to be across the road. That's what we voted on.
That was what they said to us as soon as the survey was done, and probably the resolution, it was that one, the red one.
Mathematically, it's not, because of 2.84 to 3.1.
We didn't have, we didn't want the streets bigger than the first
Is this the official survey that came from, who was it, Murphy or?
That survey came from both the ones that's prepared closing for the mall. They got their survey done and sent that along with what was over there to us.
I'm not saying anybody's doing anything, I'm just saying this is not what we voted on before. So, I don't know if it takes two votes, if this is something totally new,
No, because we voted to sell the amount of that was on that.
but I just tell you, it screws up the
Where did
town.
you get that on your phone?
We took it the night of the presentation.
Took a picture, so it said,
Before the resolution.
no,
We're voting on the resolution, is that
we
what
took
you
it to
see?
say, hey, we gotta have this for the park, are we good? And they said, absolutely, this is what it is. The only thing you're missing is across the road. That's right. We went across the road there.
Small green spaces here on this wall.
This is.
They highlighted everything they were buying or everything.
So I think what has happened is, as they did an actual survey, they have the actual numbers, whereas before, I mean, the estimates. Say that to them, so we've got a,
Chastity, what document are you looking at?
It's the document they presented to us that night. I couldn't see it on the wall, so I took pictures so I could roll it.
Well, I have a document from August the 22nd. This is a document here.
This was in their PowerPoint presentation.
Right.
Yeah, this is what they sent to us in August.
Yeah, this is, I don't know anything about that.
This was
Okay, but this is what we moved in August, in this document, on this exhibit A. I'm just saying, this is the exhibit A, so this is what was, this, and this was what we had sold. We agreed to sell, this is all we retained. You see, that encompasses the other area, but we don't have, Dollar General store, and we don't have the Glasgow.
and the street was added in there.
The streets added
There
in.
was a portion that
She
needed
took a
agreed to
picture
take
that-
off.
That right there was not colored in. But the papers that they sent us that we did the option on was this paper here. So,
I don't know if the presentation before the survey was different after the survey, but this is what the legal, they sent us with the option.
This was from September 12th at 7:35 p.m.
We did this in August, they sent this to us in August the 10th is when they printed this out. And that's what the paperwork on the resolution said, referring to survey from August the 10th.
So if you got August 10th, and she got 22nd September, that would be first September 12th.
Well, that on there evidently, is that just a colored portion, that doesn't show the meets and bounds of the survey.
It shows acreage
Yeah.
and
We
divided.
increased it 0.31 acres than what we agreed on before. And people want to shut the park down, down there. That was the whole essence, was to try to get a playground and stuff for the kids, because we gave up 20 feet. You know, maybe we need to get John Alexander back in and let him
John
explain.
Alexander's not who's doing the closing. It's their attorney for John Alexander, John, for Judge Hale, or Dave, all those is on that board.
Right.
This is what they sent to us, and we told them we couldn't
So who
close it.
did the appraisal? Who did the appraisal?
Murphy Neighborhood.
And that was a very contentious point to have the park there. And I don't,
We've got the land to do that with.
we gave up 22 down that side. Yeah. We gave up 20 feet down that aisle and change board across that road for 0.25.
I don't ever remember
spot there, it might be .1 or .2.
A question, do we have the survey that was done by American Engineers?
He's got the legal, I have that here. I don't know if there's a survey included.
I don't know if we need to vote on it. Till we know.
What they sent was Exhibit A, which is what you're looking at. I've got one in color. And that's what the legal description is made from. And that's what was in the option to purchase.
I mean, I don't have before me, just don't have minutes from the prior meeting where we approved the sale. I mean, right now, we're talking about allowing the mayor to sign the documents as resolution format, but we've approved the sale, and that's what we want to make sure that everything matches.
You wouldn't give up all the land just because we want to have a sale. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all I'm going back to is what we originally did.
According to this, we're keeping 1.287 acres.
That wasn't what we voted on.
I think that would be the source to go back to, is what we approved when we passed that.
We can pull them up on the city website. What's the date?
September 12th, I'll stay on the photos.
Yeah.
I think the option agreement was, let me see if I've got this option. They sent all this over Thursday afternoon.
Chastity, what's the date? September 12th?
Photos.
Look at what the option says.
I believe the option said acres more or less on each one of those.
I'm sure it did, because they take the survey, but then they got to put plus or minus.
But if we vote on this, a colored in drawing without the, as Terry said, without plans from Marshall or something.
It's in the minutes, Councilmember Patrick, but it's okay. It just says we voted. There's no details to how much we voted.
This has got the actual survey, how many feet. It's just colored in one's the same way, except it's not vegetable. Y'all want to pass this around and look at it, see. And Andy, we have a large one.
Then easy, we just voted on what we voted on before.
Well, they sent me two different things, if it's different, because we had no input other than we will sell it by survey and by appraisal. And once they got those back, they said,
September 12th.
See,
just as well, read the option of the vote.
I'd like to see what we did vote on, Mayor Armstrong. I'm not concerned necessarily with the minutes. Of course, the minutes has the approval, but I'd like to see the actual document that we looked at to give the approval.
The option to purchase.
Because we had that document that night, and they put it up on the board.
It's all available online. If you all can go to your phone and go to cityofglasgow.org. If you're looking for the direct document, just go, was it a resolution or an ordinance? I think these, I have them in ordinance.
I thought it was a resolution.
That not was an ordinance.
It passed 9 votes.
Here's a agreement, 2541, I think was
acres, 1.1 acres, 2.067 acres. So it looks like the discrepancy is in the parking lot property, because we were showing on the first plat 2.5, and on this one, it's showing it to be 2.067. So it's almost 4/10 of an acre difference in the parking lot, in our existing parking lot. I think you've got the same thing on your phone, don't you?
I think it's actually 0.31 is the difference from what that day is saying.
Well, it's more than that in the parking.
But we never were saying the parking. We weren't ever getting the parking lot as the parking.
No, I'm not saying, we're talking about what we're saying. All right, look, 1.07. That's that track.
That's track 2.
1.1.
What you're reading, that don't match. Like, there's no number there that says 1.01.
Where else would it come?
Well, that doesn't say 1.1 either. That's at 1.27.
Yeah, here's the discrepancy. This,
You did it.
See that red line? That's part of that. It's going inside the dollars.
But it is, I believe that what is on this resolution tonight is not what I agree to, and I will not vote for that.
And I make that different, and I had this, until we did exactly. Can I table?
1.1,
But surely we're not gonna vote
so there's a 10.
city's property on this. Can I make a motion to table it? I don't know what that You got a resolution.
I'll second it, so we can get.
Before we table it, have a second, we've got to get, on the order, we've already got a first and a second. So I don't know how it can be.
The numbers are totally different in the acreage and in the track numbers. So, yeah, they don't match.
So why would we vote on something like that? That's why I would say table.
That's what was sent to us, and that's what I'm proposing. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to have a special call meeting tomorrow. We'll have to get them to come back over here before we close at 10 o'clock. They're closing everybody else today except for us. We asked them to wait till tomorrow so we could get it worked out tonight. Why don't we, if we can legally table it and have Rich Alexander come here
You
tomorrow?
can't have a special call meeting in the morning, it's not 24 hours notice.
You have to have a 24-hour notice.
Maybe more than honest.
Yeah, call him right now.
I don't have his number. I get him to call us.
But in all honesty, guys, we've already said
Well, we won't vote on it until it matches up.
That's what I'm saying, but I mean, I wouldn't want to do that over a phone, no, I would want.
I'm not saying that, I'm telling him he needs to bring the surveyor in here and match up what we voted on. And if it's different, then we need to correct it. The deed and everything is probably, is made up just like this is.
So that, I mean, it's right, it wasn't what we voted on before, that's the whole argument.
We're not arguing, we're saying they need to straighten it out.
I agree.
Guys, I would throw this out there. A lot of times when we got these initial pictures and photographs, everything was based on the estimate. Once the Murphy and them actually went in there and put stakes to the ground, and everyone, all of us have property, and we know those stakes moved left and right. And once they did that, so the numbers they have here is probably exactly what measured off, which maybe didn't coincide with what we voted on, because they were voting not from an official survey, but from an estimate, from an old deed that said maybe from tree 1 to tree 2 versus stake 1 to stake 2.
Let's do this so we'll make sure, let's do this, let's call a special call meeting tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night's the city Christmas thing.
Well, let's do it this way. I've got 2 committee meetings Wednesday night, But, and we've got church too, can everybody be at a call meeting at 5:30 Wednesday night? And we'll have to postpone the closing till Thursday, till we get it like it was. Is
Yeah.
that agreeable?
Yeah.
5:30 Wednesday night, and she'll give you out a notice, but and basically it's to coincide for the survey, to coincide with the option we agreed to give them. Okay?
That's good.
And we'll see if we can't get the exact survey loaded up large enough where we can read it, and we'll see what the difference is. Because supposedly, what we signed an option for is exactly what this is, but according to what you're showing there and what I've got here, it's not exact. So we'll see if we can't get that verified.
So we need a motion to table it till.
Yeah, we've got a motion and a second. If it's legal to be on the floor that way, everybody in favor, signify. Everybody that's in favor of tabling this till Wednesday night, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
Aye.
We'll get it straight before we do the thing. Resolution authorizing signature for the Glasgow Trojan Trail Path Project Agreement, and that's the, if I'm not mistaken, April, isn't that the third phase?
No, so we have to, you guys did this a couple months ago in October, and the lady with the state told me we had to have a resolution for the construction phase, which is 1.2 million. When she went to give us our money back for our pay request that I sent in, she said, I'm sorry, now I need it for the entire project, so that's 1.4 million. So I had to redo it again so that we can get paid.
Everybody understand? Okay, read the resolution.
City of Glasgow, resolution number 2022-blank, a resolution authorizing signature for Glasgow Trojan Trail Path Project Agreement. Whereas the Federal Aid Highway Program state administered funding was awarded the amount of $1,436,196, and whereas this amount will be authorized in phases as federal requirements are met for the Glasgow Trojan Trail Path Project. And whereas City of Glasgow does hereby authorize Harold Armstrong, Mayor, to sign the above-mentioned agreement, as well as any other necessary documents relating to the project. So adopted this 12th day of December 2022. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attests Mona Simmons, City Clerk.
And we've heard this resolution, have a motion to accept it. Motion by Wicker.
Second, Norris.
Second by
Norris.
Councilmember Norris. All those approve, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those do not, same like sign, it is passed. Next item is resolution giving the mayor or the mayor-elect of Glasgow authority to acquire an appraisal survey and negotiate price of property at 107 Ford Drive. That's to try to replace our parking lot.
Mayor, should we continue with this since it starts, we've sold the land, and technically this is passed, the resolution that sells the land?
This is just giving us the authority.
This
I mean,
difference,
it's-
this difference is a point two, so that doesn't even,
Because also in that agreement,
this one's increased a tenth of an acre, and this one is,
another place to park because it's already structured, because we cannot relocate this sanitation, the street sanitation department and or the parking. So me or mayor-elect has the authority to start that process once we get this.
City of Glasgow, resolution number 2022-blank, a resolution to give mayor and/or mayor-elect of Glasgow authority to acquire an appraisal, survey, and negotiate purchase of property at 107 Ford Drive from Barron County Fiscal Court. Whereas the City of Glasgow Department of Public Works parking lot has been sold to Barron County Public Properties Corporation for the purpose of building a new judicial center for Glasgow and Barron County. And now therefore be it hereby resolved by the City of Glasgow, Kentucky, that the Glasgow City Council does hereby agree to, 1, give mayor and/or mayor-elect of Glasgow authority to get an appraisal and negotiate to purchase land at 107 Ford Drive from owners Barron County Fiscal Court. 2, to give mayor and/or mayor-elect authority to sign and complete paperwork. 3, closing and deed shall be in timeline of new construction in order to prepare 107 Ford Drive as a parking lot for Department of Public Works employees. 4, this proposal is contingent upon appraisal and survey. Therefore, Mayor of the City of Glasgow is authorized and directed to execute the agreement for and on behalf of the city, and the city clerk is authorized and directed to attest such signature. So adopted this 12th day of December 2022. Harold Armstrong, Mayor, attests Mona Simmons, City Clerk.
Motion by Benel.
Can I just ask a couple of questions? Have we already talked to the county? Isn't this the old county jail? Have we already talked to them about that?
We did back when we took the first option with the department, or the board, the court board. And at that time, we talked to two of the property members of the property committee, and it stated that it had to be 2 years before the grassy area could be done anything done to, because of the grant, and therefore, it's been 13 months at this point, so we had to agree that we didn't have to be pushed out of that parking lot until we could get this. So it'll be probably 11 to 12 months before anything takes place as far as a purchase.
I'm assuming somebody will get appraisal and then bring it back to this body, is that right?
We'll get an appraisal done, because we can't, any government agency cannot sell a piece of real estate without two government agencies without an appraisal.
And then last question,
And I don't know, Roger, I guess I'll ask you this. How big of a deal is it for the people to park up there to walk to where y'all's office? I mean, if it's raining or sleeting, I mean,
It's a problem, I tell you, that's the closest place we got to go. And if we didn't want to stop the court from going there, they were bound to determine they wanted it. So that's the reason we started scurrying around trying to find some place.
none of this is gonna be, I'm not on this board, and
but would the water company let us use their back parking lot until they just say
We
no?
won't have to get out of this parking lot until we get the other. They won't get possession of this parking lot until they're nearing the end of construction, because they have nobody, no visitors, no court that's gonna be going on until it's done. Therefore, that parking lot, it says in this deed that 120 to 160 days, and I've told him that we just need to put until the court is completed.
But what I understood, we've already told the court, so we're already 13 months ahead. They know we're looking at this, so we've got
to take an option to them after the private, the real estate committee meets. And I think they were gonna meet today. I was gonna take this option
okay.
to make sure that we didn't get left out in the cold and deed this off and then not have no place to go.
right, I was gonna say, some people find out that, some people, I mean, what do you do, just walk down the middle of the road?
No, this property's got an access from Main Street, that's not water, Front Street? No, but I'm saying on the frontage, what's the street? Yes, there's a section that comes down the hill, it's 55 or 60 feet wide, that would need to make a driveway up through there, so nobody would be walking on that. That goes with the fourth lot.
But I mean, and you probably know this is like for me, but if you're moving dirt and laying blacktop, aren't you gonna redirect the way the water? I mean, would that have any effect on, I don't know what the houses that's living there, but I'm assuming if you're taking a driveway, you would be in between some of the houses.
You'd be in between two of the houses, there'd be a ditch line, and the highway, the driveway would have to be 15-foot wide, or 18, long enough that somebody could get their car up and down through there instead of going all red lane. But it would be ditched and it would be tiled all the way down. You ready to vote? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. As soon as we get this other directed, our special call meeting, we'll try to direct this to the fiscal court and let them go from there. Okay. Announcements. Few quick announcements. The Glasgow Fire Department's did the Christmas trees at Fire Station number 2. That's out on Cross Street. And it's located just off the bypass on Cross Street. The service is available each day from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. until December the 23rd. Everyone using a fresh cut tree is urged to take advantage of this free service. The tree is dipped in a flame retardant substance and will enhance the life of your tree. If nothing else, it's a good safety arrangement that you can make for your home, and Chief Rock has made this available to the public, so if you have a fresh cut tree, you've already got it up, and you probably don't want to take it down, but if you're just now getting it up, please take it out there and have it dig for safety reasons. Department of Public Works is still in the process of actively release information regarding zones and streets within those zones is on the website, our website, www.cityofglasgow.org. If you still have some leaves you want to get picked up, make sure when your zone is scheduled and get the leaves out so we pick them up for you. If you've not paid your city property taxes, you still have time to receive a 1% discount. You're paid by December the 31st. The Glasgow Regional Landfill will be open Saturday, December 24th from 8 until noon. Christmas holiday closing. City Hall will be closed on Monday, December the 26th, and Tuesday, December the 27th. Department of Public Works, Landfill, Street Sanitation, Transit, Stormwater will be closed Monday the 26th and Tuesday the 27th. Monday's garbage and recycling will be collected on Wednesday the 28th. Tuesday's garbage and recycling will be collected on Thursday the 29th. Please have your garbage cart and recycling bins to the curb by 7 a.m. Our next scheduled city council meeting on December the 26th has been canceled. And if there's anything that has come up or comes up by tomorrow evening, we will include that on the special call meeting. But if nothing does, it's a matter of time frame, then the only thing will be on Wednesday night will be the clarification of the survey. Swearing in ceremony for Mayor-elect Royce and the 2023-2024 City Council will be 10 a.m. Friday, December the 30th, here in the council chambers. And the New Year's Day holiday closings, our City Hall will be closed Monday the 2nd. Department of Public Works, Landfill, Street Sanitation, Transit, Stormwater Department will be closed Monday January the 2nd. Monday's garbage and recycling will be collected on Tuesday the 3rd. Having the garbage cart recycling bin to the road by 7 a.m. Your next city council meeting will be Monday, January the 9th, 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. And I'd like to wish all of you a happy holiday. And you've done a lot of good, for the main part, you've done a lot of good work in the last 4 years. participation. Thank all of you. Have a happy holiday and be safe.
The new Norris Court neighbors are lighting the luminaries on the 23rd and 24th of December. If the city would like to drive by after dark, unless it's raining, they'll be lit.
Very good. Any other comments or announcements?
Give you a plaque soon?
Motion by Councilmember Deal. Second. Got a second by Councilmember Norris. You was going to say you want to get a whole new sound system, didn't you? I wish you do. I hope you do.